Game number 2 of our afternoon sees Wales and the Netherlands toe the hockey together. Your referee in charge of this one is Josh Clough. It is the best of 5 sets.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. And Nick Kenny is a pretty short favourite for this. The bookies have got him as hot as 9-2 on. But he is another player coming back from an injury. He had a freak injury during the WDF Team Cup, which his team went on to take the gold medal, take the win. But he did his 5th metatarsal, and as a result of that, has been in a protective boot until 10 days ago, Tony.
Yeah, he played a couple of events actually with the boot on. Didn't really stop him. He played really well in them.
Well, he said to me when he was telling me all about this, and he said I was throwing well. He said I seriously thought about coming here with it still on, even though I'm okay.
Well,
thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Certainly would have planted his foot down and got
Nick to throw first.
Good position on the hockey. He wouldn't have moved much with that big boot on. I saw it. It was a hefty old piece of kit.
Oldie Kalter from Hengelo.
100.
Paul Nicholson drawing attention to his haircut. It's a hint of Tintin there, isn't there, for those with a few more miles on the clock.
115.
Yeah, I remember it well.
Hergé's exciting adventures
of Tintin.
55.
7-2 against. Kalter is quoted. 28 years old. I think the programme suggested he won the British Open. It was actually
59.
the British Classic that Kalter won. And in the final, he had a very good win against Dave Parletti. So the guy can throw. Got to the semi-finals of the French
45.
Classic as well.
Yeah, he's a quality player. Another one off the old Dutch production line. I've actually played him. You were talking about the British Open weekend. He'd won the Masters on the Saturday.
100.
Probably 8 o'clock at night, so the new champion, and I actually drew him first game the morning after in the British Open.
Nice.
I actually usually mention players who just beaten me in the events. For once, I actually beat him this morning. So that's a new one for me. I normally talk about dart players on here who's just beaten me.
Much to the horror of the home crowd, no doubt. I'd have loved that one.
93.
Yeah, he was on a high until he bumped into me. I've ruined the rest of his weekend, unfortunately. He's a lovely kid, though.
Nick Kenny, very likeable lad as well.
85.
Went
Then he
out in the
requires
first round in 2017
134.
and 2018 against Glenn Derrant and Willem Mandigers. Looking for an improvement on that here. No check out then for Kalter.
58.
Kenny,
Nicky
opportunity,
require
116,
116.
Tony.
Yeah. Deliberate action. He's never far away. There's the first one of the... he's gone for the 20 for double 18.
98.
So sizable miss.
Then he requires 76.
Set it up nicely. So 76. 16 would leave tops. He's got it. So tops. This for a break of throw. Ooh, going very wide. Big intake of breath and nails
First
it.
leg. Denny Kalter. Second leg is Denny to throw first.
He's probably
Game
thrown
on.
that dart about 9-10 feet.
He was very, very wide indeed, wasn't he?
57.
He was actually a bit slower than I remember. Like I say, it was only September I played him, and I thought he was a typical Dutch player. Fast, but a bit more deliberate.
45.
You see how much it means to him. And he came in from somewhere around about cover point, didn't he?
134.
He's a bit slower than the Dutch contingent, but likes to celebrate just the same.
85.
A number of Welsh supporters, Dutch supporters around today. Some Welsh supporters for Nick Kenny as well. Of course, Richard Veenstra in action
26.
today. He's one of those who the pundits are saying has got a real chance here.
Well, he's got a team of about 20 with him. Obviously, They all wear the same attire as well, the flyers.
44.
Great having that much support when you're abroad in a tournament. Fantastic support. As we saw, Wayne Warren on the walk on there. He's done his bit so far this week. He was there to support his mate, fellow Welsh international.
Yeah, he's happy-go-lucky character, Wayne, and big smile on his face. I don't think anybody dislikes him.
148.
On we go then. 148 is on a finish, but can't be done now.
140.
Kenny done 40 on last visit, but he can do no more than put pressure on. He's checking the score. Looked left.
95.
There's that electronic scoreboard in the player's eye line.
8. Game shot on the second leg.
2-0.
Denny on the Kalter.
2 out of 2.
Third leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
It's lovely getting a break early in the game and then to play like that on your own dart straight after it. Giving bags of confidence. That looking good is the Kalter.
60.
Must really settle you down when you whack in, pin a couple of doubles as he has done as well.
100.
Looking good, young Dutchman.
Speaking to Wolfie after his defeat against Scott Waits yesterday, and he actually didn't play badly,
97.
but he just couldn't find the key doubles. And Scott, as he so often does, he did.
Well, he admitted later he's done it in so many events.
45.
Scott Waits. He got a bit lazy and he's just so chuffed to have got through it. And he seems to do it in a lot of events. He's lazy in the first round. He doesn't really... Just wait and see if this can fill up. Yes, it can. Nice 180 from Mr. Kenny. Going back to Scott, he's lazy at times.
81.
Have to be lazy in his next match against Wesley Harms. Kenny, desperate to get himself a foothold in this match, doesn't want to surrender this set without
44.
taking a leg.
Not put much of a dent in that as Nick. Still on finish, a nice one. He's back in that treble again. He's Denny.
140.
Look him a finish.
Nick require 120.
So Shanghai, treble, single, double. Or single, treble, double, that'll do. He's got it. Double for the leg. Oh yes, well
On the
played.
third leg. Nick Kenny.
Yeah, he was under a bit of pressure there.
Fourth leg is Denny to throw first. Game on.
Showed his nerve still there.
Didn't have a bad 2019. Told you about that Team Cup where he was a winner. Also the Belgian Open, the Bruges Open, the French Open.
Yeah, it was his breakthrough year last year, 2019. Been a good player for a few years, but he did win the BDO International Open a few years ago, but then didn't do much after it. But putting 2 or 3 wins together in one season, it gives you so much confidence for a World Championships.
And another of those is going to be trying his hand at the PDC Q School in a few days' time. Oh, excellent. On throw and back in control of the set, it would seem.
45.
Oh, that's the Whitby contingent. The ladies who used to go to the lakeside every year, and they're here again down here at the Indigo.
Yeah, I followed them into the lift at the hotel this morning. They always wear different costumes for every day, and I said, "What's this costume this morning, ladies?" And they said, "We're in his pyjamas."
55.
It was some random costume they had, but it was actually pyjamas.
Treble 19, well, treble 15 has gone for double 18.
59.
And just in the wrong bet. Normally they go treble 19, double 12, but he elects to go the other way.
Well, these young European players, you never sure what double they're going to go for. They use the whole board. He's left 28.
Then you require
Denny.
28.
Wrap up the first set.
Double 8. Well, I don't get that, but he did say he goes all over the place, didn't
12.
he? 12 double 8s.
I'm sure that wasn't for double 14, so he probably thought he's got a gap, he's got a 200 lead. If he prefers double 8, he's probably just use that to make an easier finish for him.
140.
He's going to have to take it now.
Then he requires 16.
Not the most positive way of going about it. Double 8. Double 4. Big dart now.
8.
Not very close.
I might be wishing now he'd gone for that double 14.
Mensur
Nicky requires
always sets
61.
himself up on the double 14. That's where he likes to be. He makes a few quid doing it, doesn't he? Good darts. Would have liked the 25 though, so 3 for double 4.
53.
This is for the set.
Oh, Denny's got away with it there the last couple of shots.
Then he requires
done the
8.
sensible thing, gone back, just took his time. Sizing this double 4 up.
There it is, the opening set.
Daniel de
And
Kalter.
a big celebration for that one to the Dutch fans out there in the audience. And
Second
the
set,
upset
first leg
maybe
is Denny
is
to
on.
throw first. Game on.
Not seen best form yet from Nick, the pride of Newport.
79.
There's a message from his county colleagues and friends down in Newport. Stevie Kane, big Liverpool fan. He asked me to wish him well for today's game, so I passed that on early on in the practice room.
140.
Also a proud Welsh international, also a proud Gwent player.
Not a Liverpool fan, is he, Nick?
I don't know if Nick is.
60.
Probably a Sheffield United fan, I would imagine.
82.
Most people are waking up to that now.
The Newport
60.
area is a big Liverpool area, to be honest. I remember there was a shop down there in Newport. It was called the Cop. The shop was actually called the Cop. They used to run travel clubs all around the country.
Okay.
41.
Only cop shops around Stockport are full of police officers.
92.
It's more like it from Kenny. Good darts.
180.
Looking for that sort of form and finally hits it. It's a decent response there.
135.
Yeah,
Nicky require 58.
that 180's left a nice 58 finish. Big 18.
Break of throw.
And 2 for it.
Game
Well done,
on the
Nick.
First leg. Nick Kenny.
Break of throw. Nose ahead in the second
Nick
set.
to throw first. Game on.
Early stages. 9 darts average, first 9. Kalter very much the heavier scorer. Overall average is not too much
81.
between them.
And it was heavy favourite before the match. I didn't really see it as a heavy favourite for Nick because he's flying up the rankings. He's younger.
100.
Elder Kalter.
He was, I said at the beginning, for those who are just joining us, he was quoted as short as 9-2 on, which in a 2-horse race is a pretty niggardly price.
26.
Bookies don't give a lot away, do they?
Never give any to me, I know that.
125.
Disconsolately.
$58.
Well, he's getting his scoring boots on now.
100
ton 25, and now the maximum to set up a possible 13 darter.
$140. Nick, you require 36.
So double 18 for 2-0. Didn't like the looks of double 9, so he's gone for double 8 and gets it.
Clever use of the other numbers on the board there.
He had a lot of space between himself and the Dutchman, and so took his time.
Third leg is Denny to throw first. Game on.
For a little refreshment break. I think he topped up Denny's glass as well.
What a gentleman.
$140.
2-0 then for the Welshman, 26-year-old Nick Kenny, having surrendered the opening set.
100. $26.
Yeah, because of that injury, he had a quiet end to the year last year. Didn't play too much, but obviously he's been practicing and slowly going through the gears.
Mario van den Bohade is in the next round, the Dutchman who had such a good win against the Pole Sebastian Steyer. So the winner of this one will be looking for a match against him.
$56. $105.
90 darts, 90 points remaining after 12 darts.
That's the perfect shot to leave tops.
So the 90's a must make.
90.
Yeah, it's to stay in the set. Should go 20s. Well, I'm not sure what one that was for. Could have gone for treble 18 as well. 32. He gets 32.
Well, he got himself out of a bit of a pickle there.
Fourth leg is Nick to throw first.
And keeps the set alive just to hold the throw. And Nick looking now to square up the match.
Yeah, it was a clumsy first start, but tidied up
48.
well. Stays in the set.
$100.
If Kalter goes on to win this one, there'll be some celebration, won't there?
Yes, the Dutch love a celebration.
85. $121.
Denny Olday Kalter to give him his Sunday full name.
Is it not Sunday today then, John? I've forgotten. I've lost all track of what day it is.
57.
Pretty close here. Nice adjustment from Nick.
100.
It's a nice finish. All depends on Denny's shot here.
Well, that doesn't help.
$125.
Recovered well, didn't he?
You require 128.
So 128, Tony.
Treble 18 would be the normal. There's a singles, leaves him 110. Treble 20 for the bullseye. Again, he wants 90. He'll probably stay. That's a good marker. Actually, using the rest of the board again. The bullseye then would have left him tops.
Then you require 98.
Kalter on 98. 78 remaining.
Leaves him tops.
Oh, what a way to do it. Showbiz stuff, Hollywood check out.
As we were saying, they use every single piece of the board these days. Lovely to watch. I think that
Fifth leg is Denny.
first one might have been blocking it a little touch, so we saw somebody else go earlier in the tournament for 2 double 19s.
That's a real body blow to Nick Kenny, who must have thought he was set and well set there for taking out the set. Old Kalter had other ideas.
$54.
It's probably a bit early to say it's a must-win leg. Basically, he'd be 2-0 down if he doesn't sort this out, and then he's under real pressure.
Well, he's significant now. Got to keep believing.
58.
Well, we've seen a few blown leads in this tournament. People ahead and looking comfortable, and before they know it, it's all level again.
93.
It's one of the joys of set play, isn't it? It can turn so quickly.
Well, just
for us who watch it. It might not be for you guys who play it.
I mean, that perfect example was the first game today.
59.
I mean, Nick will be kicking himself. The only time he was behind was at the death when he lost the match. It was a brilliant game of darts.
Well, we heard the interview from the winner. I was privy to hearing Nick behind stage, and it's fair to say he was not pleased with his performance. Well, editing one or two words out, he said he threw it away.
Did he melt the bleep machine by any chance?
There were one or two there.
I mean, it is. It's easy to feel that way, but I'm sure give him 20 minutes he'll have calmed down. He didn't actually play bad, just missed them opportunities. Well, fair play to Dave Evans, came back well. And moves on into the tournament.
60.
I mean, I watched the game and I've seen Dave play, and he can actually play a lot better than that.
Ton 40 had helped matters here, but that's a bit of a blocker. 210 remaining. Sizable pause, and decides to come down.
60.
Well, he winds up on 170. Would you have done that, Tony?
No, I'm old school. I'd have just crashed on upstairs and hopefully got down to it. But I mean, Denny here was on a finish.
43.
Not actually hit a ton in this leg. It's very rare that happens. You get a shot at a finish without actually hitting a ton.
Nick, you require 170.
So 170. We've had a couple here this tournament, so we're going to see another. There's the first. Needs another. Plenty of space. There it is. Bullseye.
145.
Great effort, Nick.
That
would have been definitely the best 170 of the week. Would have saved the set.
25 he leaves. Double 18 then now for Kalter to prosper nevertheless. This is for 2-0. And he's got it.
The second set.
He's got it. That's sharpening up, performing under pressure.
Game on.
He's certainly under pressure now. 2 down. Got to take everything from here.
More than capable. Just needs a few legs like that, he'll be straight back in the game.
$45.
Just has to take each leg at a time, not be worried about the big picture. Just concentrate on every visit. And that's a good start. Ton 34 following his ton 40 opener.
43.
Is that break factor going to rear its ugly head for Denny? So many games have changed after the break. Nick's come out firing on all cylinders here. Great darts again.
9 darts down to 87, potential 11 darter. High quality.
93.
Well, that's an interesting one.
Well, I think they're just a few practice darts. He's expecting Nick to take this away, I think. 85.
35.
Still miles ahead. As I said, if there's a bit of tension there, he knows the leg's virtually gone.
71.
He's just playing around the board here, trying to stretch his arm out.
Tossing it away, isn't he?
Well, he's basically giving up the leg.
Double 16.
Game shot on the first leg.
And giving up the leg
second leg
proves to be,
first.
well, if not
Game
wise, certainly an accurate prediction. 1-0. Now, what's put him off there?
60.
Didn't like something or other there.
Wouldn't have been Jackie. Nobody dislikes it.
He wouldn't be giving Jackie the Paddington stare, would he? One for our younger viewers.
140.
Well, he's come back and so far has been throwing an absolute bag of nails since he's come back from the break.
That's the break factor we've talked about in virtually every session. It's happened in at least one game every session we've seen. Nick's obviously gone in there, refocused.
100.
And went firing.
Splattering him around like a garden hose at the moment. See if he can get his head on.
Something's definitely upsetting. I think he made a gesture about a camera then. Maybe
there's a photographer who's clicking away.
It's upset him anyway.
Shake of the head from Nick Kenny, who clearly is not one little bit worried by it.
100.
Kenny has effectively taken the throw and he's got himself onto a finish.
140.
It's quite quiet in there, and if there's a camera which is clicking away, there's a possibility that might be what was putting him off. Needed treble 17 there for the bullseye.
97.
These modern cameras, they click for a couple of seconds when they take about 1,000 shots in a second, don't they? You can't kill now. 144 he wanted. Go downstairs, I would imagine.
82.
Undercover shot,
64.
so Kenny for the break of throw. 64 needed. Wanted the 16s. Double 18 now.
Game
good
shot
dart.
on the second leg.
Composed himself
Nick Kenny.
and did what was necessary.
Yeah, lovely start to this third set from
Third
Nick.
leg is Nick to throw first. Game on.
So he's throwing for the set now to make it 2-1.
$58. $43. $57.
Great first two legs from Nick. He's gone off the boil again.
140.
Done the hard work. He doesn't want to be letting Olde Kalter find a way back into this. That ton 40 gets his nose ahead.
96.
If ever a treble was needed, that might have been one. Some of his fellow
94.
Dutchmen watching on. There's the number 1 seed, Wesley Harms. My Dutch isn't good. I don't know the translation of that, so if it's abusive or something, I apologise. Hopefully
36.
Maybe a few people rewinding that and using one of their maps on the phone to find out exactly what it says.
140.
There's been one or two stray ones which have snuck in there, and obviously we don't mean to give any offence, but it's impossible to police every single message which
85.
goes up there.
Live
Then he
sport, you've got to love it, haven't you?
84.
Can't finish. but neither can Nick Kenny.
68.
So the break. Oh, what's he doing there?
He's done it again. He's used other parts of the board. He must really love double 8, because he's thrown some strange darts in 2 legs to make sure he ends up there.
58.
But again, Nick was on 169, couldn't finish, so
Then he requires
playing the
16.
percentages.
Well, here we go. This is for the break back,
Game
and he's
shot
done
on
it.
the third leg. Daniel the Kalter.
If you actually
Fourth
get what
leg,
you're going
it's
for, it
Denny
doesn't
to
matter
throw
how you
first.
get there, as
Game
long as you get
on.
it.
Not impressed with that, was he? Nor that.
60.
Over pitching. There's the double.
$125.
Just what he needed. Wasn't the best leg, the last one from Nick.
$140.
He's having to really scrap it out here. 125 on his first visit. Oh, he needs a treble here, and he can't
45.
find one. Oh dear.
$81.
Even if Kalter takes this one and holds his throw, Kenny will still have the darts in the deciding leg of the set. He'd love to get it cleaned up before then.
57.
Yeah, but as I said, he's gone off the boil slightly. Older Carter well in charge of this leg. Anything red here? He's going to set himself up. There's 2 of them. Another one will leave him tops.
Great darts.
Great setup.
What a terrific time in the match to be finding that.
$136.
Well, that's a decent riposte, but Kalter here tops for 2 apiece. Working his way down, and in it goes.
Daniel the Kalter.
With 3 in hand, it doesn't matter what double you're going for. If you hit it with any of them 3, it's great finishing. Now the pressure's really on Nick. He's thrived on it the last 12 months.
100.
Over 90, having the edge on the scoring, but it doesn't translate to an edge in the match. 2-0 that set
98.
total is the big stat that matters. We look again at that double top. That's a sign of class. That is a sign of class.
180.
Needs his leg to stay in the match. Kicks off with the ton, but follows it with a 180.
60.
It's his to lose now, this leg.
Ton a minimum. Ooh. Taking a long time to think about that
75.
one, and finding the treble with the third darts, which puts him on a finish, but a big one.
98. Nicky require 146.
6 darts from 146, guaranteed.
$51.
Oh, he's going to need him, I think.
Yeah, one big shot from Elder Carter and the pressure's really back on.
134.
There it is. Well,
Nicky require 95.
this is a test of nerve now. 95 to win the set. Great first dart.
Leaves him 70.
Bullseye.
To stay in the match, possibly.
70.
Couldn't have got much closer. Great effort.
Few oohs and ahs from the knowledgeable in the crowd.
Denny require
Knew
111.
what was required. And now Denny 111 for the match. Well, treble 20 would have left double 16, so Kenny gets
57.
another opportunity. 25.
Nicky require 25.
Gotta go, Nick. Big 9. 2 at double 8.
Game shot on the third set.
He got it,
Kenny.
and you see what it means. Nick Kenny keeps his hopes alive. He had to really battle there, but he takes the set.
Game
it's
on.
now 2-1. The Welshman Nick Kenny still in there.
$97.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension in that last leg. Can actually have a sigh of relief now. Still under pressure, still 2-1 down, but it's not immediate. Should relax a little now.
100.
Nice last start. Found its way through.
Yeah, the first two fell a little bit short. That's usually a sign of tension. Muscles tightening in the arms.
140.
That's a good riposte. Messi or Ronaldo? Where do you stand on that?
I don't know. I've always liked Ronaldo. He can finish from anywhere. Messi's just
a genius.
Perfect all round the pitch, but
58.
I'd love him at Stockport County, Ronaldo. I know that.
Don't hold your breath.
Well, even the Brazilian one, which he's about 22 stone now, I think he'd still do a good job for Stockport County.
100.
They've come from all around. That's not one of the longest journeys, down from Dunstable.
85. Then you require
164.
164.
99 left.
85.
Decided to stay where he was. 258. Well, he's
100.
got himself a finish of sorts.
Then you require 79.
Quite close enough to put the pressure on. Leaves him 60.
Game
Tops
shot on the
needed and
first
tops
leg.
delivered.
Then he hold the Kalter.
Well, I think
Second
that one
leg,
was actually going to
Victor
fly
first.
just above until that
Game
big
on.
deflection. It's in his favour though, for once a deflection. Puts him 1-0 up.
There's the double stats, not bad from both players. Very
140.
similar percentages. Just shy of 50%, the pair of them. Anything around that number, any player would be pretty happy with.
Quality.
60.
Always a sign of a good game, that, when the finishing percentages are high.
56. 140.
Well, nothing in it in this leg.
$54.
That was different.
I don't really get that 15. I mean, I know I'm old school, but around 300, if it's 306 or 302, a lot of players now go for 18s first. I didn't get that first start, to be honest.
Well, he's opening the door here to the Dutchman.
42.
Badly needed a treble with that last dart and couldn't find one. So Ole Kalter, 241. If he gets a big hit here, the break could be on.
22.
Well, that was not what he needed.
Glorious chance there for Denny. Didn't take it. Needed to punish it, and he is.
100.
First treble since his opening leg of the opening visit of this particular leg. Nick Kenny. He's on 109 now.
59. Nick, you require 109.
Yeah, he wasn't happy, was he? 89, treble 19 would leave double 16. Well
Game
played.
shot on the second leg. Nick Kenny.
Yeah, showing his class under pressure.
Third leg, it's Denny to throw first. Game on.
And we go again.
$140.
Big bellow of go on as Kalter nails the 140 with his first visit.
$60. $45. $96.
It's an interesting look. Any thoughts, Tony?
81.
It must be a new fashion. I've not seen that one before. Maybe I'm not really fashionable. I wouldn't know if it was.
$87.
Still advantage Oldie Kalter to go 2-1 ahead in a set that Kenny has to win.
51.
So looking a bit nervy.
To win this set, Nick needs to break one of these next 3 legs.
How about this?
140.
It's a big chunk of it. Set himself up for a 118 finish. He's going to get a shot.
100.
84 remaining for Oldie Kalter. So 118, Tony.
Now Nick going up the 21st. Oh, can't do it now. Treble 18 possibly.
42.
Would have left him tops but missed it.
Then you require 84.
84. He's coming down and he's got that for double 18. That's a great dart. Double 18. Double 9 now. Pressure here.
66.
Couldn't take the pressure. Big chance for Nick now.
76.
Got to get a break in this set. Won't have a better chance for me. Treble 20. He's staying up there. 20 for double 18. For the break.
Again composes himself and resets. Yes, good dart.
Nick Kenny.
He actually went for a little walk before he threw that one.
Well, it worked, whatever he was thinking. That was that all-important break.
Fourth leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game on.
Set it up now.
And the leg and the set is his to lose. Just with the advantage in scoring, Nick Kenny averaging just shy of 89 against Oldie Kalter's 85.5.
Yeah, they both dropped a couple of points in the
58
last few legs, but understandable the tension they're under. There was a big release of that tension. Great double 18.
42. $140.
Solid darts, well played.
$95.
Kenny throwing here for the set, but his throw's under pressure.
Well done for them 19s. Another treble will leave him the big fish.
95.
Won't be disappointed with 95 though. Still gives him a bit of a lead.
Good dart.
Again, he's trying to fill this up. It'll leave him 100 if he can get this third one.
133.
138 is left. Known as the Keith Deller shot.
Left him 88.
180.
Keith Deller won this title with a 138 checkout.
Nick, you require
Kenny
138.
now needs that to win this particular leg in the set. Can't do it now. So another
82.
big swing here if Kalter
Then
can
you
take out the
require
double 14.
28.
If you can take this out.
No score.
Get a lot nearer, can you?
Would have given the advantage in the final leg.
Nick, you require 56.
May not go to a final leg now.
This is to make it 2 apiece. 56. Come on, he says, as he just sets himself. And gets that for double 18. Takes his time again. This time he's missed it. Double 9. Yes, good dance, and it's 2 apiece.
Nick Kenny!
Well played. Nick probably means that it's
final
not.
Set. First leg, it's Nick to throw first. Game
Nick
on.
Kenny is the man with the impetus, the momentum. 2 sets on the spin. That's a blocker coming down
59.
and not able to find a treble on his first visit.
$100.
There we are looking at the stats, and you see Nick Kenny is now ahead in the averages by, well, just shy of a couple of points. Not a lot between them,
97.
as you would anticipate when the match is dead level. Doubles have been better for Kenny.
180.
Not far around about the 50% mark, which is good.
$99.
Not an awful lot between them on the big hits either. 5 maximums for Kenny against 4 for Oldie Kalter.
135. $85. Denny, you require 86.
86 for the break of throw. Great first dart, double 16.
He doesn't like it. He's having to move across again. It does stand out quite to the right there, so it's blocking most of the bed, I think.
He nailed it last time he went over here, and he's done it again.
First leg.
Maybe he should draw a chalk line and throw from over there. Obviously likes it out on the,
Second leg
the
is
right
Denny
wing.
to throw first.
Stephen Bunting
Game
used to
on.
throw his darts from out there, a former champion.
Yeah, Ted Hankey throws from the right end of the hockey as well. I never understood that, because you do throw
83.
further distance. I think it's far enough at 7, 9 and a quarter without making it harder. Of course, they're all about a foot taller than me. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
96.
After the last break, it was Nick that came out and fired on all cylinders.
100.
Break seemed to have raised its head again, and Denny's come out firing now.
$130. $58.
So he's on 275, and he's pretty much taken the throw. Well, that is an opportunity which has been let slip.
Not a lot in it.
$68.
Big chance to stretch his lead there. $25 probably here.
$90.
25 would have left him the 170. He's in 145 now. And 2 are in. 72 2 when he goes. Was going for the treble 16.
Nick, you require 145.
So 145 for Kenny. And that's a great first dart. Treble 15. Well, he went for treble 19. And can't finish now.
64 left, probably the treble 16.
89.
I'm sure he was.
Denny, you require 65.
65 to hold throw and go 2-0 up. 6 sleeves tops. That's double 18, the 10. Wrong side of the wire. Just checking with the ref. And he's got it. 2-0. He only needs one more now.
Denny on the Kalter.
He told his supporters not to worry. And he's got himself a big advantage now.
Game on.
Yeah, he knew something we didn't know. He was confident walking off at the break then. He's come out and played well. Must win legs now for Nick.
100.
Palpable sense of tension in the auditorium.
60.
To be honest, John, I think it's been like that the whole match. It was tense from get-go.
Good visit. Ton backed up with a ton 40. Kenny clinging on. Oh, terrific darts again.
140.
Back-to-back ton 40s. 121 after 9.
$98. Nick, you require 121.
Great in his hands. 61 left. 6 or 10.
89.
Now he's gone the other way to leave 32. But plenty of time. Under pressure, he'd probably gone for the 11, but as I said, he had plenty of time.
140.
Just about clung in
Nick,
there.
you require 32.
Well, this is to stay alive. He's having to go right on the oche there. Or is he? Yes, he is.
Game
dart.
shot on the third leg.
Another pressure dart. Converted. But now he has to find a break of throw.
It's an unbelievable dart. He did move across and then move back again. Decided he
Fourth
couldn't get
leg is
round
Denny
it.
to
He
throw
actually
first.
aimed
Game
for
on.
that bottom corner of the double segment and put it right in there.
All those watching from the Netherlands will be hoping that this is the moment that Olde Kalter can close it out.
140.
And that's a great start.
$140.
Fine riposte.
Great answer, Nick.
361 plays 361.
100.
Said at the start of the last leg, it must win leg for Nick. So is this one.
Coming down.
42.
Well, that is not what is required. With the real crunch point of the match approaching.
55.
Dutch fans feeling the pressure. That's a terrific visit from Nick Kenny.
Unfortunately for Nick, Denny with some good scoring here, he's going to have a definite 6 darts at it.
95.
That was a save of that last one.
And he knew it. Big time. So 179. He wants to make that 111 look like a must take. And he's not doing it.
59.
He's not got the big hit he
Then
wanted.
he require 111.
It wasn't a big hit, but it's left Shanghai, which isn't a bad finish. That's if he gets a shot at it.
14 would leave tops. Double 18 now with that. Again, going way wide, and he's getting these. He's got it again. He has nailed it again from wide on the right.